those people that have been flying for many years see that the growth of aviation is happening outside of Europe. So the job growth is outside of Europe. The strategic decisions on where an airline flies outside of Europe. So for a city in Europe to be connected globally becomes more and more difficult when the hub is not in Europe. So there is plenty of growth around the world. It's just not taking place in Europe.
If we look, for example, now the transatlantic
Yeah.
situation, the worsening of relations, do you see that as being going to have an effect? I mean, tariffs per se don't really affect you in a sense, because so far there's no question of tariffs on airlines or air purchases, are there?
The U.S. government, from what we see today, has an interest in ensuring that airplanes that are manufactured in the U.S. are competitive to sell them around the world. And I think it's the same for Europe. So we have not seen anything, and we don't have a sense that that is at risk. And of course, we're following that. But with the transatlantic situation, the demand for travel, we don't see any material change, which is encouraging.
Looking at the group itself, the feeling of turnaround is definitely there. The KLM group seems to be performing much better than it has. As you've just celebrated, I think it's 20 years, isn't it?
Yeah, the group's formation, 20 years.
20 years. And a lot of it's been troubled from a lot of the 20 years. But it seems to be functioning better. And now you're about to add SAS at some point. You're going to change the name. Air France-KLM SAS.
To be seen, to be seen.
Oh, so you are thinking of doing...
Well, we are trying to see, we're not going to become AFKL SAS, but we'll see, what makes sense. I mean, it's not priority number one for us to consider. It's to how do we integrate SAS into our group? I mean, that's priority and how to do it in the right way. But no, look, the group, fundamentals of the group are getting much, much better. What's become much more difficult is the policies that the governments have on us, so the Dutch state and the French state. This is where we're taking a step back. So if we were just in the position that we were in, let's say 5 or 6 years ago, with the relationships that we have with our governments and the policies and taxes that were in place, then we would be doing much, much better. So it's very frustrating. We 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
But the airlines had always been thought of as arms of the government in a sense. That's changed. You've changed that to a large extent, but on both sides. I mean, they may still have ownership stakes, but there has always been a vision that they were arms of. Now that's not really the case.
I think an internal disagreement around what were the objectives and what were the most important things for each airline with the one group. That was a bit of a big challenge before I arrived. Today, we're focusing on something else, and we've got big challenges where, especially in the Netherlands, the government does not seem to balance out the benefits of air travel with the cost and the issue around pollution. And here we see a disproportionate, I'd say, separation or lack of agreement around the benefits that aviation bring to the Netherlands. And it's extremely frustrating. We think it's really bad for the Dutch state and the Dutch economy.
You've just brought Le Premier out, or you're about to start flying. 5 windows! Yeah. 5 windows! Have you gone mad?
Well, La Première is not new. We brought out the new seat.
Yes.
An updated seat that was... so it is the longest seat in the sky. The product, the service is more profitable than it's ever been. We're meeting the demand of what our customers are looking for, and this seat is the reality of what our customers are looking for. And we're really excited. The reception has been fantastic. And I only wish we could go faster converting the fleet that we have and adding more airplanes with the product.
You're Canadian?
I am Canadian.
There's an election. It's a fraught election where clearly it is the relationship. So take off your CEO hat and put on your Canadian hat and tell me how you view the situation.
Well, personally, we're just surprised. We're very, very hurt. These Americans are our best friends, and I think we're quite disappointed where our best friends have turned on us. And how can we'd like to repair that, but we're hurt. And I think if you go back, since the beginning of the relationship, we've been there for each other, and it's not good.